brothers, we live in a world where people will stand around in crowds watching injustice and won't do a damn thing about it.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, they'll take out their phone and start recording.
That's it. That posted up.
Now, that does have its place, don't get me wrong. But this world we live in, we have 15 people capturing life being taken. And not one person intervenes to save. My brothers, we live in a world where people feel like doing their part in a movement is hitting the like button on social media. It's posting a clever little meme.
Always post.
It's making a strong, profound comment. And then they're off to their regular scheduled lives.
That's right.
As if the job is done.
It ain't no.
My brothers, we live in a world where black men could become an endangered species.
That's right.
We live in a world where the bitch ass outnumber the real men.
That's for sure.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Now, the way I was raised, the way we were raised.
Yeah.
If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
My brothers, we didn't start this fight, but we damn sure gonna finish it.
Yes, sir.
Because the real reality is this: if a man puts a gun to your head, two options.
The fucking sergeant out here yet? Should have been here 15 fucking minutes ago.
He'll get here when he gets here. I'm not worried about you. Are you gonna be able to pull yourself together?
Pull myself together? Seriously, pull myself together? Did you not fucking hear what he told us in there?
You believe him?
You don't?
No, I don't. I don't think he did it. But I think he knows it did.
Really?
Look how calm he is. Why would he turn himself in, make a full confession, and then sit there like he's waiting for a cab? It doesn't add up. He wants something. We'll be in and out of there in 5 minutes.
Exactly, which is what I think we should be worried.
Sir Miller, Officer Little. It's so fucking important you gotta drag my ass down here at this hour.
I didn't know how you want to play this one, so I didn't call it in. Once it gives us what we want to know, I figured you might want to 187 this one. But I'll put the files together just in case you want to play this one straight.
Okay. Walk me through it.
I got an anonymous tip with the location of the man who killed officers Barnes and Schmidt.
Shitting me.
No, Sarge. Get this. He was at that Martin's factory.
The Martin factory. It's been abandoned for like 9 years now.
Right. When we arrived on the scene, there were lights everywhere. We found him 10 feet from the door, on his knees, hands interlocked and bare ass.
Naked?
Yeah.
What's his name?
That's where it gets strange. We couldn't find ID on him anywhere, and his prints weren't in any system in 15 counties and 3 states. We have no idea who he is.
All right. Let's go get some answers. Good evening, Sergeant John Smith. See, you've already met Officer Dillard and Little.
Yes, I have. Sergeant Smith, is it? Are you sure it's going to be a good evening?
From what I hear, it's gonna be a great fucking evening.
Let's hope so.
So what's your name?
The sergeant asked you a question. What's your name?
Does it really matter what my name is, given what I've come to confess?
I don't really give a shit what his name is.
Sorry about that.
Did you pick that badge number?
Matter of fact, I did. When I made sergeant, I put a request for it. The officer that had it before me retired. I was even able to get Miller's approved as well. What can I say? They like us around here.
7154. 7154. 7154. 7G 150 4D GOD.
So what do we call you?
Call me MPS.
MPS?
MPS.
Fuck, I ain't calling no grown-ass man MPS.
What the hell? It doesn't really matter what this perp's name is.
Perp. Short for perpetrator. That's what you normally call somebody who sits in this chair, right? See, the funny thing is, everyone in this room is a perp.
The fuck are you talking about?
Perpetrator. A person carrying out a harmful, illegal, or immoral act.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, asshole.
We haven't done anything illegal or immoral.
Oh, but you have. 8 months ago, an 18-year-old young African-American male was coming out of a bodega when he was stopped by an officer. An officer who said he stopped him because he fit the description of someone they were looking for. Now, the young man answered all of the officer's questions respectfully. But that didn't stop the officer arm from finding its way around the young man's neck, using that illegal chokehold. choking that young man until his spirit had long left his body. 6 months ago, a sergeant arrived on a routine traffic stop of a 48-year-old African-American man. Moments later, said sergeant blew that man's brains out all over the pavement. 3 months ago, an officer was seen drowning a young black male in the Equinox River. He was 15 years old.
What? Little? Damn, boy. I didn't think you had it in you.
There's an ongoing investigation into those murders, although this is the first I've heard of the drowning. I'll be looking into those murders personally. Got my word on that. Right now, we need to get back to the matter at hand. Officer Miller tells me you know who killed Officers Barnes and Schmidt.
I do.
Who?
I did.
Bullshit.
Of course. We had you drag me all the way down here just for me to sit here and lie about it.
Who is we?
We are they.
Just like in New Jack City.
At least somebody got the reference.
You think this is a fucking game?
Oh, I'm not here to play games.
I don't believe you. Got better things to do than get jerked around this evening.
The autopsy report should be complete by now. And I imagine it says that both men were injected with SummerSam 10, which is used to knock a person out for 3 to 5 hours. And I'm sure they also found traces of Zodiac 9, a paralyzing agent used to incapacitate an average-sized man for 2 to 3 hours. Officer Barnes was hung, was he not? With little razor cuts all over his body. Officer Schmidt had his face bashed in with a hammer. So much, in fact, I think it's safe to assume it's going to be a closed casket. Now, how would I know all that?
I'm putting a bullet in this piece of shit right now.
Sir Miller, stand down.
You want to hurt me, don't you? You want to kill me. All because 2 of your brothers in blue have fallen. Men who murdered innocent men in my community, but you don't care, do you? None of you care.
Why? Why do it?
25, 2 years. 25, 2 years. 25 innocent black men have been killed in my community in the last 2 years. Now we have marched, we have sung, we have prayed, we have talked, we have begged, we have pleaded, we have forgiven. And we have turned the other cheek, and the response all around the world is, we don't give a fuck, nigger. We will kill you whenever the fuck we want. I wonder if cops will give a fuck if they knew they could be next. See, you cops have become serial killers, and your MO are black men. Now, you've gotten away with it for a long time, but it ends now. The hunters have become the hunted. It just so happens that Barnes and Smith killed 10 of the 25 between them. So those cowardly bitch-ass motherfuckers had to go first.
You got about 3 seconds to tell me who else is involved and where we can find them.
Nigga, get your motherfucking hands off me.
What'd she say to me?
Get your fucking hands off me! Oh. You wanna shoot me, don't you, bitch? Well, go ahead. Shoot me, I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Shoot me and see what happens next.
Stand down.
Sarge.
You heard me. Dead man can't confess, now can he?
Oh. Nothing like a little respect. All right. Oh. Now that I got your attention, let's continue.
He's bluffing. He ain't gonna do shit.
Hey, Sunshine. Try me.
Don't you worry, Officer Miller. I'll let you pick him clean. Right after he tells us who else is involved. Make it easy on yourself, boy. Tell us now. Make it quick. Or you tell us while we're cutting your fucking black ass into little nigger pieces.
Really?
Fucking ain't right.
Your arrogance, your audacity makes me sick. The way you carry yourself as if that badge makes you a god.
That's exactly what I am compared to you.
And that brings us to why we're here this evening.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about 20605 3rd Avenue. I'm talking about 418 Clinton Street. And I'm really talking about 847 Commerce Street. So think about this. Before you go making any more threats, you don't even know how many of us there are. Because I assure you, if I fall tonight, they will find your bodies tomorrow. You still feel like a god now?
Fuck me! Fuck, I am fucked. We are fucked.
Well, be goddamn. How the hell does he know where we live?
Fuck! Good call in the 5 minutes, by the way.
Shut the fuck up. Wait a minute, I've been there, by the way.
Are you fucking kidding me, Miller? I read the report. He described what happened to those officers down to a T. So you could cut the tough guy act and stop pretending like you got affected by what he said in there.
You don't act tough, little. Either you are, or you're a punk-ass little bitch.
Yeah, I think we're all little punk-ass bitches right now. Don't you think? Fuck you,
Knock it
Miller.
off, both of you.
Take that as a yes.
You two better get your shit together and start helping with the little problem in there. Come in.
Sergeant Smith, I have something for you.
Now, can't you see we're in the middle of something?
I'm sorry, but you really need to hear this.
What is it?
I got this fax that says you have someone in custody named MPS.
So?
He black, ain't it?
What about him?
Apparently this motherfucker sent faxes to local and international media outlets with his confessions of killing officers Barnes and Schmidt. Also that he was turning himself in peacefully. It goes on to say he sent naked pictures of himself because if any harm came to him, he wanted everyone to know he had no angels when he was apprehended. So we can't even tighten his little bitch ass up.
Fuck.
Anything else?
He requested an exclusive interview with Von Lennon, who was standing by to talk to him live on national TV. The parking lot is full of news vans and reporters are everywhere.
Well, I'll be goddamn. That's why he was naked when we picked him up.
The captain has got wind of this and has ordered we set everything up for the interview in the media room.
The fuck is this media circus you got going on around here?
Come on now, Sarge. Now you wouldn't drive down the street without any insurance. Why would I walk in here without some?
In the interview?
Well, I can't let anyone tell our narrative now, can I?
Well, I can't protect you if you're taken out of my custody, now can I?
I've accepted the fact that my days may be numbered. You don't take on a cause like this without dealing with that reality. If I don't die on your watch and you didn't personally harm any of the 25, you don't have anything to worry about.
Officer Miller, Mr. Jones, escort him to the media room for his interview.
And for the record, my name is Malcolm Percy Seal. Not that you would even understand the significance of my name.
What's gonna happen to those officers that committed those murders?
May God have mercy, because they won't.
You lucky. Normally we'll be fucking you up right now.
Whatever, little nigga. Fucking disgrace.
The fucking you.
I don't get it. What's so significant about his name?
Malcolm X, Huey Percy Newton, Bobby Seale. Malcolm Percy Seal. They were all great black men who believed in a philosophy of self-defense. If a man puts his foot on your neck and refuses to let up, you get him by any means necessary. In a time like this, when there's genocide on the 6 o'clock news every evening, a name like that is very significant to the black community.
The fuck do you know that?
It's important to understand the culture of the community you serve, Sarge.
Minister Gordon said you wanted to talk.
Minister Gordon has been my minister and mentor since I was a little boy. I've gone to him to counsel more than a few times about the killing of these innocent black men. I told him I wanted to help, and he asked if I was serious or just needed to vent.
And what did you say?
I'm serious as cancer, but I can't take the force on from the inside. That's the equivalent of Mike Tyson taking on 20 heavyweights at once. Sure, Mr. Tyson's a bad man, but 20 against 1 equals got to me, to quote the poet Mos Def.
Why you doing this?
I have my personal reasons. However, I simply think that these killings are wrong. Morally, spiritually, humanely, killing an innocent black man is just as unacceptable to me as killing an innocent white, Asian, Puerto Rican man. Minister Gordon spoke to you, did he not?
Indeed he did. But I need to sit here and hear from you and look in your eyes. Because what we're about to embark on, we have to be perfect. We have to be focused, and most importantly, we have to be well informed. Maybe now when we pray on them, they'll understand what it feels like, what the killing of our people needs to stop. Okay, let's get into it.
All right, so here's what I can offer you. And anything else you need, come to me. If I can get it, it's yours. We do interrogations a little bit different. Okay, Miller's a hothead. He's gonna get in your face. Sergeant Smith, he's a
big guy. My brothers, imagine, if you will, a cop has his foot on your neck. You're on the pavement. It's a hot summer day. Your skin is burning. You can hardly breathe. You feel like you're 15 seconds from dying. Your spirit is slowly leaving your body. Now I ask you, what you want me to do? You want me to sit there and film until you're dead? Or you want me to get that cop's fucking foot off your neck? Now, brothers, I need you all to understand something. I am not your leader. I'm looking at leaders. We all have to be leaders. It's non-negotiable. We have to be a link on an unbreakable chain. So it can't matter whose idea it was. It can't matter who they like better. The only thing that matters is successful execution. Now, some of you may know I'm turning myself in this week, and my days may be numbered. But unlike all of you, I don't have any kids. My parents are already dead. I have no family to speak of. But you have families, kids, people that depend on you. So stay focused, stay united, and ensure that your days are not numbered, but plentiful. Now, will you survive?
Hell yeah.
Will you stay focused?
That's right.
Will you stay united?
That's right.
My brothers, I believe you will.
So it begins.
The killer of the two police officers has been identified as Malcolm Percy Seal. Mr. Seal has no previous arrest record and is said to be a pillar of his community. He graduated summa cum laude from Howard University, then returned to the neighborhood he grew up in to help turn it around with a 10-year plan. This included opening several successful businesses, an auto body shop, an accounting firm, and 2 grocery stores. He was said to be inspired by the accomplishments of Black Wall Street. For the past 10 years, he and other local business owners were responsible for funding scholarships and a community fund for neighborhood residents that had suffered financial hardship. This huge initiative really cleaned up the community, which has seen property values rise by 60% in the last decade. Mr. Seal called it economic empowerment. But it wasn't all smooth and pleasant, as shown by Mr. Seal's heated exchange with anchor Von Lennon of BMM. He criticized Lennon for trying to make him out to be a hardened criminal, and he faulted Lennon's lack of empathy for innocent black men who have been murdered. Mr. Seal also pointed out that he had no prior criminal record. We will now play the rest of what Mr. Seal had to say.
When a man has a criminal record, it always counts against him. Why is it when a man has no previous criminal record, it never counts for him? The answer is simple. Because no one cares. No one cares that the 2 police officers murdered 10 innocent black men between them in my community. No one cares that until today, I had no previous criminal record. Now that I've informed you of the officer's crime, why doesn't it make you stop and ask yourself why? Why did I do this? Well, let me be clear. These police officers have been murdering black men like me for years. They have proven they will not stop killing us. They've given us 2 options. Do something about it or wait. Wait until they get around to killing us all. Let us not forget it wasn't even 2 years after the Black Panther Party was founded on October 15, 1966, before the state of California created the Mulford Act in 1967 that repealed the law allowing public carrying of loaded firearms, all because they wanted to protect themselves and their community. So let me get this straight. A group arms and educates themselves on the laws to bear arms with the sole purpose to protect their communities from many things, one being police brutality. And in less than a year, that right is taken away from all. But I can't help but wonder, if it were Jewish, Irish, or Caucasian men being killed, would the body count make it to 5 before the government or state leaders came down with an iron fist on these officers, like they did in 1967? Why has no one asked this question? And since you won't ask and you won't stop, we must stop you by any means necessary. I believe if an officer who was about to kill an innocent unarmed black man knew he could be executed next, that officer would think twice before he pulled that trigger, before he used that illegal chokehold, before he put his foot on your neck. Shame on the police commissioner, lieutenants, captains who've allowed this to go on and done nothing but protect their own. Shame on the police officers that turned their head to the left instead of turning to do what's right. Shame on all the reporters that are afraid of asking the questions I've asked today. Shame on all the black men and women who go on TV to push their personal agendas instead of serving the task at hand. This is but a warning, as there are more of us out there, and quite frankly, we're not gonna take this shit anymore.
Now you know my personal reasons. I've hated turning a blind eye all these years. I make no excuses, but you gotta understand that if you're not with your brothers in blue, you're against them. Once you're exposed, you not making it home again becomes a serious reality. My heart mourns the lives of those men that have been killed. But I have a 4-year-old daughter and an 18-year-old son that my wife had in a previous relationship. Biological or not, I love that kid with all my heart. He is my son and has been for the last 15 years. I'd kill anyone if they hurt him. Many of you may think that what I'm doing is wrong, but I don't think you've asked yourself, how would you feel? How would you feel if it were your white husband or white father, white son, or white grandfather being murdered on the 6 o'clock news for no reason? Well, how would you feel?